was fearless. He took dance to a place we'd seen in cinema and theatre, but not really through the language of dance.
All his ballets showed what talent he had. He just had that kind of magic.
He had a particular gift for finding in people things they didn't even know they had.
Dancers really do love performing his work, and that is part of the joy of bringing these ballets back and seeing how they can look to this generation of dancers, but also this generation of audience. When I was thinking about putting this triple bill together, celebrating Kenneth MacMillan, I wanted to look at pieces of work that really showed the sort of progression throughout his career.
Danses Concertantes was Kenneth's first commission from Sadler's Wells. It was the very first thing that I think people suddenly sat up and thought, this is a choreographic language already that is highly developed, even though he's very young, and is saying something.
I was in the original production. I'd hardly been in the company, so I was very, very excited. Kenneth was always wonderful to work with because he used you, so you felt you were being a part of his creativity.
What's really interesting about Danses Concertantes is that it needs to be really precise. And then it opens up into freedom, and then it goes into precision. And so it's constantly like breathing. It's quirky, it's spiky, it's got really fast footwork. It's an abstract ballet, but there always needs to be an emotion running through it.
For me, it was so creative, it was so different. And technically, when you look at it now, it was very difficult. But once it's in your body, it's the music that takes you through.
It's very interesting putting together the cast for the different ballets and looking at who might work well in this particular piece. Some dancers in one of the ballets have never really danced much together, but I thought that might add that extra sharpness to it. And then with other ballets where I really was wanting to build the drama and the intensity, I looked towards people that know each other well enough to go that extra mile to find those characters.
Different Drummer is quite a meaty piece, and it's all about the difficulty of a solo person coping with the weight of, in this case, army insanity, army control, and a love interest with Marie.
We're really going into this man's isolation and all the things that happen to him, but feel that they can't be stopped. It's also brilliant to then have people like Alexander Ferry coming in and giving those little nuggets of words that maybe Kenneth might have said to them while they were creating these roles.
Kenneth wasn't interested in pure technique. He was interested in the technique facilitating what he wanted to do. So I think he paid dancers the compliment of saying, it's not just that you have beautiful turnout and that you've got perfect feet. What you do with it is what I'm interested in.
Whatever you do of MacMillan, it's so difficult. It's intricate, it's rich. The partnering is difficult.
Let's try this section with 11 couples.
What's wonderful about Requiem is as well that though there are solos and duets, you're working as one, and it's a big cast, and you really feel the support of each other. It's Kenneth's tribute to his friend John Cranko, and such a beautiful work of art, really.
What triggered him were all the William Blake drawings and paintings. So a lot of the gestures and a lot of the positions they take up come straight from what he'd absorbed from looking at the William Blake.
What's interesting about this bill as well is that two of his great collaborators, Georgiades and Sonnabend, are the designers. They both, throughout his artistic life, created designs for his work. We're really acknowledging what they have done for the work of Kenneth MacMillan.
I love Requiem. I think it's beautiful. Well, the simplicity of it, really. You know, it's so pure. When you think of the number of ballets that he's done, and they're all different, he just had an exceptional talent.
There is so much work of MacMillan that we need to be open to see it. The sharpness, the quirkiness, the technicality of Danses Concertantes into the darkness and the worst of humanity in different drama. And then we have the purity and the spirituality of Requiem. And that's all done through design, through music, and through dance. 3 languages come together, constantly pushing that art form. It's pretty incredible.